Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my May favorites. I was like, wait, what month are we on? Just wanted to share with you guys the products that I've been loving, as well as I do have 3 fails this past month. So if you love favorites videos, definitely continue watching. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I do upload 3 times a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. And let's just go ahead and jump right in. So I have quite a few products. I believe I didn't do a favorites video in April, so I did decide to include some of those products into this favorites video. So let's see, I didn't really organize. I'm just going to kind of grab whatever's on the top of my container here. The first recent product I used was this Flirt Cosmetics ... eyeliner art pen liquid liner. I'm like itchy all of a sudden. This is in the shade Liquid Cocoa. This brand doesn't exist anymore, but I do have a liquid liner from NYX Cosmetics as well that it's in brown. I love that it doesn't look super intense when I do a wing liner. Like right now it's black, like it's precise and dark and intense, but like a brown liner, it's just more subtle, but it still kind of gives you that drama. So this one in particular has the 2 sides. Unfortunately, you can't buy this anymore, but this side has a like dotter, which you can do dots, whereas the other side is a felt tip, which is what I use mostly. And it's just, again, a dark brown liner. And again, I think a dark brown liner just helps for a liquid liner not to be super intense. It gives me the wing liner that I want, but it's not super intense like black is. So I've really been enjoying dark brown wing liner. If you have a dark brown liquid liner, I definitely recommend you guys pulling it out. Next up, I have this AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This is $1, I believe. You can get it on the Shop Miss A site. This is in the shade Soft Light. This powder makes your skin pretty much like look super smooth and really beautiful for super affordable. Again, I think this is probably $1 or $1.50. I bought this so long ago. And I actually have another powder that's super expensive that I don't like that I'll be mentioning in my fails section of the video. But this one is only $1. It makes my skin look nice. It sets my makeup super nicely as well. Definitely would recommend. I've had this in my collection for a while, so I decided to pull it out. A lot of people have been raving about this powder, so I decided to pull it out and use it, and yes, definitely super good and would recommend from AOA or Shop Miss A. A foundation that stood out to me this past month was by Laura Mercier. This is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I have mine in the shade 2W1 Macadamia. This shade is light for me. I think I can go up a shade or 2, but I actually picked this up at TJ Maxx, I believe, a few months ago before all this happened, but it keeps my face matte, but it doesn't look overly matte where it looks dry. It doesn't let my oils peek through either, which I really enjoyed. I don't know, this is such a good foundation if you're looking for something. I think it'd be more of like a soft matte finish because I didn't find that it was super matte or like drying on my skin. I really enjoyed this. I'm glad I have it in my collection, and I'm glad that I can use this during summertime right now. My face does get oily in my T-zone. Most of the time my face is normal, but in the summer it is combo, but this one is really nice. A concealer that I was really impressed with recently that was in a Shop My Stash is this one by e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Camel Concealer. It's a satin finish. I have mine in the shade Medium Peach. They do also have a matte one as well. The matte one, I do find that it's pretty matte. But this one, I feel like it does look hydrating. It has coverage. It's pretty much full coverage. I don't have it on today, but I'm testing something else that claims to be full coverage, and there is no way this is what I'm testing, full coverage. This is full coverage. If you're looking for something affordable with full coverage that doesn't make your under eyes look dry, or if you're just looking for another alternative from the Camo Concealer by e.l.f., pick this one up. I found that it gave me the coverage. My under eyes looked nice and smooth, and they didn't look dry either. Was really impressed with this formula. I do like the matte one too, but from both, I think I like the hydrating one better. Next up, I have a primer here. This is the Tula Skincare Face Filter Blurring and Moisturizing Primer. I recently pulled this in a Shop My Stash because someone had mentioned how they really loved... It's kind of being blown out by my lights, but somebody mentioned that they love this primer, and I was like, I have this. I got this from Octoly and Tula. I'm like, let me pull it out and, you know, kind of refresh my memory. And yeah, this is super nice. It moisturizes, but it also blurs your skin, your poreless pretty much. And I just feel like it does a super good job to create that really nice canvas perfect base that when you apply your foundation over it, it just kind of blurs those pores that I definitely have right in there. And I think it just looks super beautiful. It makes my foundation look really nice. I really enjoyed this. If you have this again in your collection, pull it out. Next up, I have a bronzer, and this is the ABH powder bronzer in the shade Rich Amber. And here is what this looks like. So this bronzer right here makes my skin look like I have kind of like that I've been out in the sun, and not like a super bad sunburn, but it just looks like you've been out in the sun. It gives a pretty like sun-kissed look to my skin. The color feels like it'd be kind of dark, but I just feel like it gives that pretty like sunburned but not sunburned look, you know what I mean? I really liked this when I applied it to my skin. I thought it was something different than what I usually wear. I usually wear a lot of warm tones or like semi-cool tone bronzers, but this one in particular just looked different on my skin, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it looked good. You know, I had a sunburn, but not really. Next up, I have 3 highlighters from Nabla Cosmetics. These are the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powders. I picked these up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty Steals. I got the shade Privilege. It's kind of like a gold pink. Here is Privilege. And yeah, you can kind of see the pinky reflex to it. Next up, I have the shade Amnesia, which is pretty much a gold color. So this one is Privilege, and then this one's Amnesia. And then I also got the shade Truth, which this was more of a blush topper right there, and I really enjoy all of them. They're super beautiful on my cheekbones as highlight. This one in Truth, which I've been using as a blush topper, is beautiful. It just gives that beautiful like glow to my cheeks, but also if you apply it high enough up here, it'll give that beautiful glow as highlight as well. I just really enjoy these. They don't look like they're sitting on your skin. They kind of just melt onto your skin, and they just look like you're glowing from within, but it also gives you that glow. I think it looks super beautiful. I probably should have worn a lot of these today. These were definitely standout products. These are definitely from April favorites. These are super nice if you're able to get your hands on these. Definitely pick them up. So I have one more eye product. This one was actually in a project pan, and since I was using it really consistently, I was like, this looks beautiful. So this is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Sea Siren. So it's just kind of like a pinky purple glitter, like bluish glitter. This is stunning. So beautiful. It has the pink purple shifting and kind of like that periwinkle kind of shift as well in here. This color pairs super beautiful with coral eyeshadows and also like orange eyeshadow, and then also just purple shadow as well. I really enjoy this. This is something I used a lot in the springtime, and I just feel like this is definitely one of the glitters I have from Stila that stands out, that's super unique and beautiful. I definitely would repurchase this if it dried out on me. A lot of my Stila glitters are, but this one's still going strong. It's still pretty wet and again going strong, so I really enjoyed this. I have 3 lippies to share with you guys. The first one is by Maybelline. This is Lipstick Rouge Color Sensational Shine Lipstick in the shade Spicy Mauve. This is really comfortable on my lips, and it's kind of like a Your Lips but better, but like really glossy too on your lips because it's super shiny. It's super comfortable as well. I just really enjoy this color. Again, like Your Lips but better. Definitely recommend. Also really enjoyed my ABH liquid lipstick in the shade Madison. I don't really reach for these kinds of colors, but I definitely loved it when I used it. I believe my daughter shopped my stash for this color once, and I was like, wow, I need to pull this color in more. It's super pretty. It's kind of like an orchid kind of shade, and it looked super beautiful for springtime, and I think in summer it'll look super nice as well. Definitely enjoyed that. And then these are newer to my collection. These are the Giorgio Armani Lip Maestro Intense Velvet colors. This one is in the shade 202, and then this one is in the shade 200. These are so comfortable on the lips. I would definitely recommend them if you're able to pick them up. Okay, so this one is in 202 and then this one is in 200. These are so comfortable on the lips. I feel kind of like they kind of feel like they're a stain. I don't know how to explain these. I actually got these on the Giorgio Armani site, buy one get one free, and then you also got the free Giorgio Armani foundation, which was an amazing deal. But these are so comfortable. I kind of wish I would have gotten like a red or like a berry kind of shade, just because I felt like I wasn't wearing anything. And I would definitely recommend, if you guys see these on sale, pick them up. If you guys see another great deal like buy one get one free like I got mine, definitely would recommend these. So I have 3 palettes that stood out to me the past few months. The first one is the Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics and Shane Dawson. This is pretty much like an everyday kind of palette. You do get some pops of color, but they're not super intense. So I feel like this is like a perfect everyday palette. The packaging is kind of bulky. I kind of wish it was more of a thinner packaging. But overall, I really enjoyed this palette. And this one shade in particular, Just a Theory, is like a kind of deepened champagne kind of shade. Oh my god, I super enjoyed this color. It's kind of like a pinky champagne color. It's so beautiful on the lids. Again, you have your everyday matte shades in here, and you get some fun pops of color. I really enjoyed this palette, and I feel like this is, again, perfect for every day because it's not super intense. Next up, I loved this Strawberry Dream palette. This is beautiful. I loved the looks every time I used this. One in particular that I used the berry shades in here, and then I also used this shade down here. I received mine broken. This looks white, but it reflects blue and pink. Let me show you guys. Look at this. This is stunning. I applied the like berry shades on my crease, and then I applied that shade on my lid. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. I was not expecting the blue pink shift to it. Can you guys see? It looks white, I feel like, on camera. Oh my god, but in person it's stunning. Hopefully my swatch showed the shift of that shade. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Definitely would recommend this. I know this palette is limited edition. I did pick mine up at Sephora, and I don't think they have it anymore. I'm not sure. And I also got it on sale. Actually, I received it broken. I emailed Sephora and they actually refunded my money, so I got this for free. But this palette's beautiful. I would definitely recommend it. It was definitely a standout this past month. And then lastly, the last palette I want to share with you guys is by ABH. This is the Norvina 3 palette. These palettes have been going on sale pretty frequently, so if you guys can get your hands on these when they're on sale, I would definitely recommend. Here is the Volume 3 palette. I love the color scheme in here. It's perfect for springtime, and they're really pigmented. I like this formula more than the rectangular formula. I also like the Jackie Aina palette. Oh, that one probably should have been in my favorites too, because I really enjoyed that palette. And I just really enjoyed it. I feel like the formula on this is really nice and pigmented. I don't get a lot of kickback like the ABH formula rectangular palettes. I would definitely recommend this if you guys are wanting to pick this up. I say go for it. So now on to my 3 fails this past month. Okay, so the first fail I have is the Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. I have mine in the shade medium. I don't like this powder. I feel like a lot of people were raving about this. There was a hype on this. I decided to pick it up, and I don't see the hype on this. I would not recommend it. I don't see the blurring effect that everybody says. When you swatch it, it does feel smooth, but when I apply it to my, like right now, like my skin with my finger, it just feels, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't recommend it. I don't see a difference on my skin when I wear this. I kind of feel like when I used it on the under eyes, it kind of darkened my under eyes. I do suffer from dark circles. Maybe I would have benefited more. Benefited? I may have I don't know, from maybe the translucent or the lighter one than this, but this is in medium. This does not help my dark circles. I didn't see the hype on this of blurring or making your skin look airbrushed. I don't recommend that. Another product that I don't like, and every time I've used it, I've never really enjoyed it. And I wish I would have returned it as well. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Beige. So every time I've worn this foundation, I feel like it breaks down super quickly. I have normal combo skin. I don't feel like I have super oily skin right now. Maybe closer to summertime I may, but most of the time my skin is pretty normal. And I don't really have dry patches or anything like that either. And I just feel like my oils peek through and I look super oily like at the 5-hour mark. And usually I wear foundation for about 10 to 12 hours because I do apply it in the morning before I go to work and then take it off at nighttime, you know, when it's bedtime. So I don't feel like this is amazing on my skin. The color's not great either, and I just don't enjoy it. I feel like I just look an oily mess, and this is not good for masks. If you guys wear masks at work or wear them out, your foundation is just gonna come off, and that's what happened to me. My forehead was all oily, and my nose foundation was gone. And I just don't like this foundation. I thought about decluttering this, but I might just keep it to pair it with like more full coverage foundations that I have. But I don't know, I may just declutter this. And then lastly, I'm kind of sad about this because this is a MAC x Selena collection. This is a lipstick in the shade Inolvidable, and I guess I should have read that it's a frost. I don't know if that means glitter or what, but this shade again is in Inolvidable, and I do not like this shade on my lips. It's super glittery. You can feel the glitter in here. You can see the glitter as well. And now that I'm reading, it's frost. I shouldn't have picked this up, but so since I didn't like it on my lips, I decided to use it as cream blush, and all I saw as cream blush was glitter. Like, I applied it with a beauty blender. Maybe I needed to apply it with a brush, which I usually apply cream products with a sponge, and all I saw was glitter. I didn't see the color, the undertone, nothing. It's a really beautiful shade, but if you're gonna use this as a cream blush, all you're gonna get is glitter. So this was a kind of a fail. I kind of wish I would have gotten a different shade. I am going to keep it, but I don't like this color, and I don't even know. I don't even think I'll use this again. Maybe I should return it, but I don't recommend this. So those are my favorites and fails for the month of May and April. Let me know down below, what products did you love? What products did you hate this past few months? I'd love to know. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Also give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!